One of the most exciting parts about visual effects to me is finding a way to approach every shot in a unique manner, or at least an efficient manner. So there's several ways to achieve the effects that you often see in videos. There's the Hollywood way, for example, when you're seeing all of these animated characters in these big time films like snakes moving around that talk, that often involves a huge team, and people are going into their computers and making CGI elements and animating them all from scratch. And that's great because there's a lot of freedom in that, and when you're working with a director who has very specific requests and you're working with huge budgets and huge crews, you want to have as much control over the situation as possible, which is why a production company will likely reach out to a visual effects house that can animate things in 3D. We prefer to take a much more simple approach, and so we're often using different elements that are real or practical to get these effects. So for the last 6-7 months, I've been doing these TED videos where there's a little stuffed animal that moves around and does all these different crazy things. In the real movie, the TED that they used was completely fake and completely animated using computer software, 3D software. And that required thousands and thousands of dollars and a huge team that was in charge of the modeling, the lighting, the animation, the rendering. The approach that I took was I bought a real teddy bear and simply animated him with my hands and strings, and then removed those from the shot afterwards. And this is one example of how you can approach a visual effects shot in a completely different way and get a similar result. And so that's one of the most exciting things for me about visual effects, is getting awesome results in videos while taking a completely different approach. In the last several years, you've seen this huge rise of explosions in videos because of these animation packs that have been made by Video Copilot, which are essentially just pre-keyed fire explosions and muzzle flashes that you see everyone use now in their videos. You can even watch a major Hollywood motion picture and see these little elements that are added into their productions to help raise the production value and give the illusion of fire and explosions where there really wasn't any. One of the best ways that you can gain in your knowledge and creativity in terms of approaching different visual effects shots is by watching these visual effects breakdowns that you see online that show you exactly all the layers that people used to add in. Because often when you see a really complex VFX shots, essentially it's just a bunch of different layers of these elements that are added on top of each other and meshed together to make one final shot that is believable. Thanks for watching the VFX special here on the Film School. I hope you guys learned a lot. Till next time, take care.